Happy Tuesday, Bobcat teachers and scholars. We are in for a terrific day of teaching and learning. Let's get started with the morning announcement.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat affirmation. I think positively. I take ownership of my actions. I make wise choices. I am excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I forgive others and myself. I am understanding of differences. I am a leader. I am a Bobcat.
Now, every day, all of the Bobcats within our Scenic Hills School should strive to display our foundational values. In order to do this, you must think about the 3R approach, which is to be respectful, be responsible, and to always be ready to learn. As we continue with our safety drill alerts for this week, scholars, we will be having an intruder drill really soon. Some things to keep in mind during an intruder drill: you must be seated on the floor, away from the window and the doors. You must be completely silent. If there was an intruder roaming the halls outside of your classroom, you don't want to alert him or her that anyone is in the classroom. You would not only put your life in danger, but you would put your classmates and your teacher's life in danger. So we understand that practice makes perfect, and that is why we will practice this and every other drill to make sure that we can execute them perfectly to keep everyone safe from harm. Teachers, if you haven't already done so, this would be a good time to pause and talk to students about the expectations for the intruder drill, as we will have one this week. Thank you, teachers, for sending in pictures of our left-handed scholars. So in addition to our 6 staff members who are left-handed, we are adding 7 of our scholars to our school-wide list of left-handed students. Today, we have one of our own Bobcat educators celebrating a birthday. We would like to give a special birthday shout out to Mrs. D. Jones, our new grade 5 ELA teacher. Mrs. Jones, we are so excited to have you spending just a piece of your special day with us. And we hope that it brings you everything that makes you smile. Now, scholars, when you see Miss Jones, in the hall as she walks her scholars to the lunchroom, to their specialty class. Even if you don't see her until this afternoon when she is walking her children down for dismissal, I want you to make sure that you show her how we do it at the Hill. Point to her and say, "Happy birthday!" In today's classroom spotlight, we are shining a light on our grade K scholars who were caught being ready to learn on yesterday. Scholars, we hope that you enjoyed meeting all of your classmates. When you came to school last week, you only got to meet a few people, but on yesterday, you got to meet the whole class. I know that. It was such an exciting time. We are so happy to have you with us and can't wait to continue to spotlight you as the year goes on. Great job on yesterday. Keep it up.
3GC Literacy Pledge. I
Promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read to my desk, at home and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet, each day of the week, reading's a treat. So I take this pledge to make reading my way, and feeding my brain what it needs every day.
by Deborah Angustein.
In our school-wide events and activities, scholars, on this Friday, we will have our very first Bobcat Bonanza for the school year. So Bobcat Bonanzas for our new scholars at the Hill are a celebration of following the school-wide rules, which are to be respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. Now, on last week, we began learning the school-wide expectations. We will continue to practice on this week. In order to be eligible for Friday's Bobcat Bonanza, you cannot have more than 4 conduct behavior infractions for the entire 2-week period. So we're looking forward to celebrating our scholars. On the screen are just a couple of pictures of some of the activities that we had on last school year for our Bobcat Bonanzas. And so in the top left-hand corner, you will see scholars going into the cafeteria, playing with our giant and regular size games. In the bottom corner, you will see our scholars having an extra hour of free play on their tablets. Now, those are just a couple of ways that we celebrate good behavior throughout the year. I wonder which activity we will have on Friday. In our second school-wide event, yesterday, scholars, the iReady diagnostic assessment opened up. And what this means is that you have your very first opportunity to prove that you are a brilliant Bobcat or a rising star. If you courageously concentrate and you make it to that level, then you will earn a 1 week out of uniform, 1 whole week out of uniform. So, teachers, just a reminder that Mr. Hill will come around and test all students. Students are not to be assessed during by homeroom teachers. We are going to do it differently so that we can make sure that our scholars are ready for this test. If you have questions about when your scholars will be assessed, teachers during PLCs today, you can ask Mr. Hill all of the questions that have been burning. And so make sure that you're on time for our PLC meetings today, as we will be discussing the iReady diagnostic and some other school-wide expectations. All right, scholars, you only have 3 more days to study so that you can be prepared for our first quiz, our sight words and math fact challenge. We will be doing our sight word challenge in grades K through 2 and our math fact challenge in grades 3 through 5. Will you be ready? I hope so. You have 3 more days to study. Now, scholars, I hope you enjoyed yesterday's Read Aloud, the King of Kindergarten. Today, our Read Aloud is entitled Trombone Shorty. Can you predict what our main character does in this story to get the nickname Trombone Shorty? What do you think? What do you think happens? Make a prediction, write it down, and then teachers, please carve out about 9 minutes today for scholars to listen to this read aloud story. Did you know that today is National Roller Coaster Day? Have you ever been on a roller coaster? I love roller coasters. So in honor of National Roller Coaster Day, we will have a bonus read aloud entitled Roller Coaster by Marla Frazee. Enjoy. Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future.
Together we must believe. Together we will achieve. Together we are real imagine 901. How for talk today or teacher anonymous.